My HOA tried to force me to paint my house beige, just like every other house on the street. They sent me a violation notice, then another, and then started fining me. I tried to reason with them. I explained that my current color was perfectly fine and that a forced repaint was a huge financial burden. Their response? The rules are the rules. The head of the HOA, a guy named Mr. Henderson, was particularly smug about it. He loved wielding his tiny bit of power, telling me at a meeting, either you comply, or the fines will keep coming. That's when I decided if they were going to enforce every single rule, I'd make sure they were all following them too. I started with a little research. I spent a weekend poring over public city records, building permits, and HOA architectural guidelines. It was tedious, but I had a hunch. And my hunch paid off big time. I found that Mr. Henderson, the HOA president himself, had done a massive, unpermitted renovation on his house a few years back. He had built a huge deck and an entire sunroom addition, none of which had been approved by the city or the HOA's own architectural committee. Armed with this information, I went to the next HOA meeting. When Mr. Henderson brought up my paint violation again, I calmly stood up. I said, before we discuss my paint, I'd like to bring up another, more significant violation. I then presented the evidence, the lack of building permits from the city and the absence of any approval in the HOA's own records for his illegal addition. You could have heard a pin drop. Mr. Henderson's face went from smug to pale in about 2 seconds flat. The other board members were stunned. The fallout was immediate. An emergency meeting was called. Mr. Henderson had to pay massive fines to the city and was forced to tear down his beloved illegal sunroom. He resigned as HOA president in disgrace. And my house? The new board quietly dropped the issue. My house is still the same color, a little island of defiance in a sea of beige. Sometimes you just have to fight fire with fire. Thanks for watching, and if you have a crazy HOA story, I'd love to hear it in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more.